Hey everybody, we're going live. Going live. Now I gotta put the chat where I can see it. Try to pop that out. I want to see what you guys have to say. I've seen some great requests already. Hey everybody. It's live from NachVille, Thanksgiving edition. Welcome back. Thank you for being here. All right. We just released a new lyric video for this, so I thought it'd be fun to start out with that, and then I can start getting into the requests. I won the parent lottery. My parents were so good to me. In a safe and prosperous place, I grew up in a time of peace. Like any child, I had my fears, but they stood by me through the years. And in time I came to realize not everybody lives a life of ease. It was an accident of birth. How much a life is worth in a particular time and place. Well, it was nothing that I deserved, but it's really such a mystery where we land in human history. It's only just an accident of birth. If I'd been born some years before, I might have been sent off to war. In a different time or place, I could have been a peasant or a slave. But I never had to do without or suffer famine's angry drought. And if you go back far enough, I could have grown up living in a cave. It was an accident of birth. How much a life is worth in a particular time and place. It was nothing that I deserved, but it's really such a mystery where we land in human history. It's only just an accident of birth. I can almost hear those hand claps from here. She grew up 15 miles away. Our stories are like night and day. The daughter of an addict, on the streets abandoned and abused. She never had to do without some of famine's angry drought. She had another choice. You know this wouldn't be the life she'd choose. It was an accident of birth. How much a life is worth in a particular time and place. Well, there was nothing that she deserved, but it's really such a mystery where we land in human history. It's only just an accident of birth. Oh, it's only just an accident of birth. Oh, thank you guys so much. Man, I'm sorry I lost a line there. I was getting distracted reading the chat at the same time I was playing, and it's like I want to see what everybody has to say. I see so many amazing friends here from all over the world. It's just incredible. I was, as you all know, very reluctant to do the whole live streaming thing for a while, but now I sort of feel like I would miss it if I didn't do it, because it's such an amazing way to see my friends at least a little bit. Got to get working on the Zoom thing, because that would be nice to be able to see your faces too. All right, you guys, let's see. Yes, so many choices. I saw a bunch of requests for Square Peg early on. I should mention that this is a fundraiser for the YOLO Food Bank. They do great work, and 18% of everything you donate will go to them. Last year, people were incredibly generous, and I was able to double our donation by donating on a special day where Facebook was doing a matching grant, and I think we may be able to pull that off again this year. Hoping to. So thank you guys for your generosity in advance and from the past. Like I said, Square Peg I saw a bunch of requests for that. So I'm going to jump in with that now. I've got an invoice full of nothing and a briefcase full of bills. Classifieds have lots of jobs, but no one wants my skills. I'm a square peg in a round hole, I just never seem to fit. I'm gonna have to shave these corners off a bit. Oh, Michelangelo, now he'd know what to do. You take a little here, add a little there, and I'd look like David too. Oh, but unlike Michelangelo, I haven't got a clue. I've got those feeling like a square peg in a round hole blues. In this town full of flat tops, I've still got a ponytail. They got their degree from prep school, I got mine from county jail. I'm no follower of fashion, and I guess sometimes it shows. But you shouldn't judge a person by his clothes. Oh, Michelangelo, now he'd know what to do. You take a little here, add a little there, and I'd look like David too. Oh, but unlike Michelangelo, I haven't got a clue. I've got those feeling like a square peg in a round hole blues. Let's go. Well, this town is full of pretty women, but I never get a date. The grocery store says three's a crowd, but they always make me wait. I'm a diamond in the rough, I'm not ugly, mean, or dumb. I'm just marching to a slightly different drum. Oh, Michelangelo, now he'd know what to do. You take a little here, add a little there, heck, I'd look like David too. Oh, but unlike Michelangelo, I haven't got a clue. I've got those feeling like a square peg in a round hole blues. Still got those feeling like a square peg in a round hole blues. Thank you so much. Oh man, it's just so good to see all of you here and see all these requests. That's the crazy thing, because I've done two all request shows so far, and we're trying to do ones that were not done in the first two, and I'm getting so many requests, which proves to me that there isn't just one song that I've written that everybody wants, which is really lovely to see. I did see flash by, though, one of my favorite of my songs, which was never requested on either of the first two request shows. It's called All Too Human. I also saw that my dad is watching, which is lovely to see. Thank you, Sandy, for letting me know. This is called All Too Human. Sophia, I'm just trying to seek the truth, but maybe it's too much to even reach for you. Please excuse these clumsy phrases that I use. Sophia, I'm just trying to seek the truth, but I'm human, all too human, trying to make some sense out of it all. But yes, I'm human, all too human, just a prisoner who sometimes uses reason, sometimes uses heart to see beyond these shadows as they flicker on the wall. Sophia, come and guide my thirsty heart. It seems I've spent a lifetime just rehearsing for the part. Don't you slip away before my journey starts. Sophia, come and guide my thirsty heart, because I'm human, all too human, trying to make some sense out of it all. Well, yes, I'm human, all too human, just a prisoner who sometimes uses reason, sometimes uses heart to see beyond these shadows as they flicker on the wall. Why can't I ever seem to find the light? For all my good intentions, I can't seem to get it right. Well, I recognize Sophia if she comes to me at night. Why can't I ever seem to find the light? Because I'm human, all too human, trying to make sense out of it all. But yes, I'm human, all too human, just a prisoner who sometimes uses reason, sometimes uses heart to see beyond the shadows as they flicker, beyond these shadows as they flicker on the wall. Thanks. All right. Man, I can't even keep up with all these requests. I did see, though, that my brother Jeffrey is here, and I can't even say where he is, but I will tell you he's directing another TV show. He's directing an episode of a TV show, and he's in a faraway place working on that. I'm not even sure what the name of the show is, but I'll play this one in his honor, because it's not one that was ever requested on the other ones, and it's a piano one, so it gives me a chance to do something a little different. I've seen Bruise on My Soul a lot. That's a challenging one to do, but I'm going to try and do that Spinoza. Yeah, I got to come back to some of these. Okay. First, though, a song for my brother. I have to get disentangled from this guitar. Here we go. Being a little funky there. Okay. Keyboard working? Okay, that's good. Woo! This is a song from my first album, Candy Shower, based on something apparently I said when they brought my brother Jeffrey back from the hospital, my younger brother. Very proud of both my brothers. My brother Michael recently had a job promotion, let's just say. You can Google it and find out what he's doing these days. But Anyway, they're both amazing people. So this one's for Jeffrey. It's called Little Visitor. They brought you in all wrapped in towels, like a wrinkled little gnome, saying, meet your brand new baby brother. Said, when's the little visitor gonna go back home? I guess I wasn't very nice when we were very young, afraid to lose our parents' love. Now that I wasn't the only one, but just wanna tell you, my little brother, I'm awfully proud of you. You're not afraid to dream so big. Here's wishing all those wishes will come true. Putting plays on up in the attic, we lived in worlds that we'd create. A comrade in my flights of fancy, I was glad the little visitor had come to stay. We'd stay up talking in our beds till we'd fall asleep. Lovers of wisdom, we called ourselves, pondering questions that seemed so deep. Now, just want to tell you, my little brother, I'm awfully proud of you. You're not afraid to dream so big. Here's wishing all those wishes will come true. Enemies to allies, just like those war games that we played. We'd scream and yell, sometimes we'd fight like hell, but we'd still be brothers at the end of the day. So now we're grown-ups, sometimes you visit, but you can never stay for long. We're still creating, still asking questions. With all the time and distance, it's amazing how connections stay so strong. Just wanna tell you, my little brother, I'm awfully proud of you. Not afraid to dream so big. Here's wishing all those wishes will come true. And I'm glad the little visitor came to stay. Thanks, little visitor. Oh man, we got a lot of stuff. Even Jen's throwing in a request. Whoa. It's just hard to know what to do next. Let's see. Yeah, I'll come back to the piano. Had a lot of requests for "Bruise on My Soul." It's interesting that one's getting a lot of requests right now. I mean, I guess we had Veterans Day here in November, and maybe that's part of why. If you're not familiar with it, it's a song from the Spinoza's Dream collection. Features some amazing guitar work by my friend Tim Rennick, one of my very favorite guitarists in the world, as well as a super cool guy. It was inspired by a story I heard on the radio about the concept of moral injury. And I won't bore you with a philosophical lecture about what that's all about, but if you look it up, you can learn about it. Haven't done this one in a while, so, this is a show I couldn't really rehearse for because I had no idea what you guys were going to request. But hopefully I can remember it. This is called Bruise. Oh, look at that. Sound just popped in out of nowhere. Sorry about that. We're having some issues today with the sound, so hopefully that's not super. Is that overwhelmingly loud? maybe I can do something to help that a little bit. Oh, now it's gone again. Okay, well, you know what? I'm not gonna worry about it. Just gonna play the song. Here we go. Raised up in the Southland, taught to be a gentleman, said my prayers and read the Bible, called men sir and women ma'am. Just 19, not scared to die. When they sent me off to battle, I was ready, semper fi. There's a bruise on my soul. All right, you know what? I'm gonna leave this one alone because I'm totally blanking on the lyrics. I was a little distracted because we're having some sound issues. May come back and give it another try later, but I think what I'm gonna have to do is rehearse that one and actually get it ready. And I promise the next live stream I'll do Bruise. Yeah, it's just gone right out of my head. I'm really sorry. So let's do something else that I actually do know. Saw a request for. Oh man, we got a lot of interesting things here. Some of these were ones that I did on the last two requests, so I don't want to do those. But I did see a request for Long Night in there. Yeah, let's do that. No, let's not, because that involves the harmonica. Yeah. All right. Oh, I know. I had a special request online from Elaine. It's not actually my song, but I recorded it on the Uncorked album with Al Stewart. See if we can get this sound thing to get together here. And I need to do it using this little looper pedal because... Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. We got some requests. That helps, being able to see what's there. Thanks. Oh, one Black Swan. Yeah, let's do that. I'll come back to that other one. One Black Swan. One Black Swan. When everything you thought you knew was wrong, you found one Black Swan. Fuzzy logic and the fallacies abound. Sacrifice all inference for a single bite of sound. Now the fox is in the henhouse, bloody feathers scattered on the ground. Black Swan. One Black Swan. When everything you thought you knew was wrong, you found one Black Swan. All those channels, how's a person supposed to choose? Information saturation, and the truth is gonna lose. Now they're arguing by anecdote, infotainment filling in for news. One Black Swan. One Black Swan. When everything you thought you knew was wrong, you found one Black Swan. Giordano Bruno. Hope he didn't die in vain. Atavistic tendencies, they're creeping back again. Now they're celebrating ignorance and tossing books into the flame. One black swan, one black swan. When everything you thought you knew was wrong, you found one black swan. When everything you thought you knew was wrong, you found one black swan. All right. Thanks. Is the sound okay for you guys? Because it's cutting in and out for me doing all kinds of crazy stuff, but it's a little distracting. But if you guys can hear it okay, I'm going to just try and carry on and not worry about it. Is it okay out there? If it is, let me know so I can just keep going. Saw a few requests for RL, so why not? We'll do something a little lighter. Man, it is just so good to see all you guys out there. I'm sorry I'm having some tech issues, but it's fine. Okay, good. Woo! Well, I'm the only one having trouble. I think it's my headphone cables getting stretched or something. I don't know. Doesn't matter. As long as you guys can hear it, that's all that matters. They made a slip connection in a cyber bar somewhere. He said, I didn't mean to irk you, I was hoping for a chat. She said, my homepage or yours? They were ROTFL. They had all-night conversations, many more times after that. He said, I virtually love you. But sometimes I wish that you could spell. And maybe someday we could meet offline. Maybe someday you could meet me in RL. RL, she said, I think I might have heard of that before. My online Rand McNally's incomplete. She said, I live in Chicago. He typed, funny, so do I. At the same time, they both typed the words, what street? She typed M-A-P-E-L. He typed M-A-P-L-E. I'm right near 34th Street. She typed in caps, that's right near me. He said, I virtually love you. But sometimes I wish that you could spell. Maybe someday we could meet offline. Maybe someday you could meet me in RL. Now he's noticing the waitress in the coffee shop downstairs. She writes the breakfast specials on a chalkboard by the door. It's French toast with maple syrup, and he can't believe his eyes. So he jumps up from the table and spills his coffee on the floor. He says, I know you've never seen me, but I feel as if we know each other well. And I'm so glad that I found you. it's a good thing you can't spell, or I never would have found you in RL. All right, RL, thanks. Maybe while I'm in this capo setting, maybe I'll do Say Goodbye to the Elephants. I saw a few requests for that. Haven't forgotten about you, Jen. I know I'll do your request in a little bit. As some of you know, this one was inspired by my brother Jeffrey's travels with a small family circus many years ago when he was in college, and he took pictures and did interviews with the people there. And this is not his story, but it's kind of a composite of a lot of people he told me about when he was doing that. Roustabouts are basically like the roadies of the circus. They're the ones that set everything up and pack it all up when it's over. The clown sits in the corner, wipes the grease paint off his face. By Tuesday afternoon, the lot will hardly hold a trace. Just some cotton candy mingled with the sawdust, just an echo of the weekend's rowdy din. Now the roustabouts have put the tents and poles back on the trucks. The orangutan is looking like a bum down on his luck. The flatbed trucks are sagging with the canvas, and they're heading down to Gibsonton again. Say goodbye to the elephants, put away the trapeze, all the jugglers, clowns, and acrobats. They'll scatter with the breeze, they'll scatter with the breeze. Well, I first met Bill and Joni was in the spring of '84. I was living at the Mission like I'd often done before. They came looking for some muscle for the summer. I was shaky, but they got me on my feet. And then the circus troupe became a second family to me. I was working with the Lions by the spring of '93. Those big cats never really were as scary as the things I saw while living on the street. Say goodbye to the elephants, put away the trapeze, all the jugglers, clowns, and acrobats. They'll scatter with the breeze, they'll scatter with the breeze. Winters in New England can be cold enough to freeze when the turnpike's slick with ice and the wind cuts through the trees. The cats and I play nightclubs and casinos, but my heart is really waiting for the spring, when I know I'll hear the phone ring, I'll hear Bill's familiar voice. Then he'll ask me if I'll meet him, like I've really got a choice. And we'll pull into some town and raise the big top. All summer we'll make magic in the rain. elephants. Put away the trapeze. All the jugglers, clowns, and acrobats. They'll scatter with the breeze. They'll scatter with the breeze. Say goodbye to the elephants. Ooh, I've seen a few requests for Let's Eat, which sort of seems appropriate with Hanukkah coming up, but the only thing is I think that might be on the list of ones I've already done. So I'm trying as much as I can to stick to the ones that haven't been. Ooh, Postcard to Stan. Amazingly enough, I think that also is on the list of ones that had been done. Maybe Jared or somebody can figure that out. I'm glad the sound is good. It's gotten better for me. I don't know what was going on there for a minute. It was a little weird, really throwing me off, but it's better now. Okay, we got to do something different. I hate changing from the guitar to the piano. Yeah, there we go. Got it clean. All right, I'm going back to Jen's request from earlier. So as I said, my dad is watching. Hi, Dad. He's had a rough time these last couple months, and it was really good the other day. I called and was able to video chat with him a little bit, and he said hi, which is great. This song was written many years ago when my dad and I were both a lot younger, and actually before I had any kids. But let's see if I can remember it. It's called My Father's Son. Joe is afraid of the dark, so much to be afraid of. He wants me to sit with him until he falls asleep. And I remember how my daddy said, "Don't be afraid, son, just go to bed." Sometimes when I was scared at night, as I often used to be, guess I'm just my father's son, another branch on the family tree. I only hope I can be as good a father to my son as my father has been to me. And now I see that it was not so easy having all the answers, trying to be fair, trying to be wise. And I remember all the things he taught me, and I teach them to my own kids. And some of him is there each time I look in Joey's eyes. I guess I'm just my father's son, another branch on the family tree. I only hope I can be as good a father to my son as my father has been to me. My father's afraid of the light. He never goes outside now. He's gotten so frail, the slightest wind can make him cold. Used to seem just like a tree, so tall and strong, protecting me. I never thought that he'd lean on me or ever look so old. I guess I'm just my father's son, another branch on the family tree. Only hope I can be as good a father to my son as my father has been to me. Joe is afraid of the dark. All right. Someone said Let's Eat is not on the list. Thank you, Jared, for clearing that. Okay. So yeah, son, now for something completely different. Here's a little song for all the holidays. We got a lot of holidays coming up. This one was actually kind of requested by my friend Rabbi Greg Wolf, who's actually about to retire. Congratulations, Rabbi Greg. But he asked for a song for the Jewish holiday of Purim, and wound up writing sort of a threefer based on a meme that was floating around on the internet in those days. Yeah, now for something completely different. Exactly. So this is Let's Eat. You got your hamantaschen, a little sarsaparilla. I try to keep it short, won't read the whole Megillah. How Haman tried to have his evil way, but Mordecai and Esther saved the day. And if we don't learn from history, it's only gonna repeat. Well, they tried to kill us, but we won, so let's eat. Well, they tried to kill us, but we won, so let's eat. Now we're eating matzah, we're drinking kosher wine, we're celebrating freedom, and everybody's feeling fine. But we should remember how close it could have been. Well, if the Red Sea hadn't swallowed Pharaoh's men. Here we go, let's sing it. And if we don't learn from history, it's only gonna repeat. Well, they tried to kill us, but we won, so let's eat. Well, they tried to kill us, but we won, so let's eat. Nothing like a latke with a little sour cream. Oh, and chocolate money, that's every school child's dream. But the desecration of a temple is what it's really all about. Now the Lord just wouldn't let that light burn out. So if we don't learn from history, it's only gonna repeat. Well, they tried to kill us, but we won, so let's eat. Well, they tried to kill us, but we won, so let's eat. Yeah. Actually, Joy, you're right. That is definitely a song that's appropriate for this celebration of the YOLO Food Bank. And I should also say congratulations to my friend Joy Cohen, who's moving on to another really impressive thing. She's going to be, I think, the executive director of the Meals on Wheels program in our region next. So they're very, very lucky to be getting her. She's done great work at the food bank. Man, so many songs, so little time. But, you know, if everybody's enjoying it, I'll keep going. Somebody wanted to hear Kindred Spirits earlier. I think it was my friend Melvin from England, if he's still awake, still watching. But he asked me to play Freight Train. I don't know if he meant that he wanted me to play the song Freight Train first and then Kindred Spirits, but maybe I will. I don't usually do that. I'll do a few verses of Freight Train in honor of Louis Cotton, who is really the subject of Kindred Spirits. Sing it if you know it. Freight train, going so fast. Freight train, going so fast. Please don't tell them what train I'm on, so they won't know where I've gone. When I'm dead and in my grave, no more good times will I crave. Place the stones at my head and my feet, and tell them all that I've gone to sleep. Freight train, going so fast. Freight train, going so fast. Please don't tell them what train I'm on, so they won't know where I've gone. Couldn't have been much more than 10 when I met her through a friend. Her skin was dark and wrinkled, her eyes were bright and kind. She played some of her songs for me, like Freight Train and Shake Sugaree. She asked if I would play her some of mine. I hadn't played for very long. In fact, I'd written just one song, so I played that song I'd written and some others that I knew. She was gonna do a show in a couple weeks or so. She asked if I would like to play there too. And we sang Freight Train on the monument lawn, with a statue of Abe looking over us. Over 70 years apart, we were singing from the heart, like two kindred spirits in the night. We were two kindred spirits in the night. So Libba Cotton played with her thumb and one finger like I'm doing, and they call it cotton picking. As I get older, I have to keep changing the decades to make the song work, and I'm 57, so I'm nearing 60, and I guess I'll have to start changing the words pretty soon. Say 50 years have come and gone. Well, maybe I'll just do it now, what the heck. 50 years have come and gone, Libba Cotton has moved on. That better home, they tell us, is waiting in the sky. She rode Freight Train as a child, and sometimes now it makes me smile when I think how music doesn't die. And we sang Freight Train on the monument lawn, with a statue of Abe looking over us. Over 70 years apart, we were singing from the heart, like two kindred spirits in the night. We were two kindred spirits in the night. Little different version of kindred spirits there. Thank you so much. It means so much that you guys know these songs and that you care enough about them to request them. I'm really sorry that I can't get everybody's requests in. There just isn't time, but I'll try and keep going and get more of them in as we go. Let's see. Oh, you know, I wanted to do Waiting for the Light to Change. Somebody requested that. That would be a fun one to do right now. And I know Patricia's been waiting for Descartes for ages, and a couple other people wanted that. So maybe I'll do Waiting for the Light to Change, then Descartes. Oh. Don't move. Stay. Now this one's hard to do without you guys there in the room. because it's really meant to be a sing-along or a clap-along or a shout-along. But I've got a good imagination, and I can just imagine all you guys. I've never had all of you guys in one room together. That would be amazing. So many of you have been to so many of these live streams, and it amazes me that you keep coming back. I really, really, really do appreciate it. It's kept me going through these last couple of years in many ways. I got the pleasure of playing a live show last night, a rare live show, private concert, basically accompanying my friend Kevin Quinn. I was playing guitar for him down in the South Bay, and it was pretty cool to be in a room with actual people. That was neat. So I'm imagining you singing along at home to this. It's a little gospel song called "Waiting for the Light to Change." Well, I've been sitting at the stoplight, oh, but I must be moving on. I've gotta get to where I'm going, but it's taken me so long, and I can feel the pressure rising. You know, I wanna honk my horn. I haven't even noticed, but it's a beautiful Sunday morning. Now I'm waiting for the light to change. Yeah, I'm waiting for the light to change. Yeah, I'm waiting for the light to change in my heart, in my heart. Well, it's been raining for several weeks now. It feels like Noah back at the flood, and it's gonna take a while before we dig out from this mud. You know, the sky's been dark and cloudy, and so we haven't seen the sun. Now we're getting cabin fever while we're waiting for it to come. And now we're waiting for the light to change. Yeah, we're waiting for the light to change. Yeah, I'm waiting for the light to change in my heart, in my heart. Well, it feels like we're surrounded with both ignorance and greed. There's people getting what they pay for instead of getting what they need. And there's a hunger in their bellies, and there's a hunger in their souls. You know, they won't be satisfied until they feel like they're in control. And now they're waiting for the light to change. Yeah, they're waiting for the light to change. Now they're waiting for the light to change in their hearts, in their hearts. Oh, we're all waiting for the light to change. We're waiting for the light to change now. Waiting for the light to change in my heart, in my heart. Yeah. All right, I promised I would do Descartes after that, so I'll keep my promise and do that. This is kind of fun. I will go longer today, Jared. Got so many requests. I can't necessarily get to them all, but I'm going to try and get to more of them. Oh, good, Melvin's here. Wow. So amazed my friends over in Europe are tuning in even at this hour. Really means a lot to me. I love it when you guys join the chat. And Vic, hello. Again, Vic, thank you so much for introducing me to Kathy. This is so cool. She's working on her debut album, and we're having so much fun doing that. None of that would have happened if it hadn't been for you, so thank you, Vic. All right, so let's do a little Descartes in Amsterdam. If anybody stumbled in here by mistake and is like, "Who is this guy? What is all this about?" There's always a chance you tiny chance, but there's a chance you might have heard this because it actually was very briefly in the overhead music at Starbucks. Not too many songs about French philosophers that can say that. It's called Descartes in Amsterdam. Well, it's good to be a stranger in a strange land, like a person incognito or a masked man, like an actor in a play. Who shall I be today? It's good to be a stranger in a strange land. Yeah, it's fine to be unknown and all alone here, with no fixed address, no fax, no telephone here. We're like Descartes in Amsterdam, or a robber on the lam. It's fine to be unknown and all alone here, but you can call me a tramp or a vagabond. Well, I don't care, 'cause that's the life that I choose. You can call me a scamp or a layabout, but I've got nothing that I own, and so I've got nothing I can lose. Well, it's nice to just blend in and be unnoticed, with no map to show me where the proper road is, with the sky above my head and a park bench for my bed. It's nice to just blend in and be unnoticed, but you can call me a tramp or a vagabond. Well, I don't care, 'cause that's the life that I choose. You can call me a scamp or a layabout, but I've got nothing that I own, and so I've got nothing I can lose. I've got nothing I can lose. I've got nothing I can lose. Descartes in Amsterdam. All right, man, thanks for all those requests. I had an idea. Oh, no, I know what I was going to do. Yep. Meant to do this earlier. Some friends of mine in England requested an Al Stewart song. I'm trying to mostly just do my own songs, but I'll count it because, I just want to do this for them. This is for Elaine and Steve. I'm going to try and use my looper pedal to do this. This is a very short song, but it's one of my favorite Al Stewart songs. It's called Another Small Fruit Song. And since I don't have Al here to play the other guitar part, I'm going to see if I can play it along with myself. And it's kind of cool to play it after Descartes because you can hear a lot of the influence on Descartes in Amsterdam from this song. apple to the orange. Oh, I wanted you to come close to me and kiss me to the core. And you might know me like no other orange has ever done before. Little small fruit song for my friends Elaine and Steve. Let's see, I had another plan. Oh, somebody wanted to hear Civilization as Discontents on the piano, so let me sneak that one in. Actually, I'll do that, but I'll segue with another Al Stewart request that I had from my friend Rod. I don't usually do a lot of the loop pedal. Took a bit of doing. Yeah, thanks, Simon. I'm glad you enjoyed the loop pedal. Oh, there goes my sound again. Oh well, long as it's okay out there. So, my friend Rod heard me play this at a house concert back in August, and I just happened to be doing it on the piano, and I guess he liked that, so he wanted me to do Al Stewart's song Palace of Versailles on the piano. So, we'll give it a try here. It's really irritating because the sound is not what I want it to be, but as long as it's... Well, you guys keep waiting for another small delay. I gotta, make you wait for that one. Wands of smoke are rising from the walls of the Bastille, and through the streets of Paris runs a sense of the unreal. The kings have all departed, the servants are nowhere. We burned out all the mansions in the name of Robespierre, and still we wait to see the day begin. Our time is wasting in the wind, wondering why it echoes through the lonely palace of Versailles. Inside the midnight council, the lamps are burning low. We sit and talk all through the night, but there's just no place to go. And Bonaparte is coming with his armies from the south. Marat, your days are numbered, and we live hand to mouth, and still we wait to see the day begin. Our time is wasting in the wind, wondering why it echoes through the lonely palace of Versailles. The ghost of revolution still prowls the Paris streets. Down all the restless centuries it wanders incomplete. It speaks inside the cheap red wine of cafe summer nights. Its red and amber voices call the cars at traffic lights. Why do you wait to see the day begin? Your time is wasting in the wind, wondering why it echoes through the lonely palace of Versailles. Wondering why it echoes through the lonely palace of Versailles. wondering why it echoes through the lonely palace of Versailles. All right, there we go. Oh, yes. Gosh, thank you, Jared, for reminding me. I guess I should make a pre-holiday announcement, as everybody else is doing these days. If you're looking for gifts, I know some of you still have CD players, and if you do, there are CDs available through my website and elsewhere. There's also guitar string jewelry, which is what I'm wearing here, made from my actual strings, my used strings. I send them to a woman named Kathy Miller in North Carolina who turns them into amazing jewelry, and it's all available through the website. There's vinyl. If you've got a turntable, the Cerulean Sky album is out on vinyl. So do some early holiday shopping if you can. That's enough commercial announcements for the moment. Another small delay. Yeah, you guys have been waiting for that, or some of you have. Oh, the Harris Creek. Who's from Harris Creek Acoustic? I can't really see the chat super well. Chris and Dorothy. Oh, very cool. All these years remembering me from then. Thank you. Yeah, Kelly was very, very cool. I remember that concert well. Tangled up in blue here. Let's see. How did my cable get so tangled? There we go. Oh yes, custom songs. There's a special holiday present. Thank you for reminding me, Joy. I am getting so crackly here in my earphones. It's driving me insane. Check, check, check. Well, as long as you guys can hear it. Yes, custom song would make a very special present. We got to get some new ones up on the custom song page on NachVille.com, because I've been doing a few lately that have been really fun, including one with my friend Rod playing bagpipes. So you got to check that out when you can. I've been stalling a bit on another small delays, make sure I could remember the lyrics, and who knows, we'll see. Hopefully it won't go right out of my head like Bruce did, but Dan, this one's for you and everybody else who was requesting it. He drops her at departures, another quick goodbye. She turns so he won't see the tears that glisten in her eye. He finds the exit moving into traffic with a sigh. Just another small delay. Just another small delay. She's at the gate, her flight is late. She's made it through the queue. In her mind she sees his face as she puts on her shoes. Wonders how she's gonna lose those traveling blues. Just another small delay. Just another small delay. The man from immigration says their pace is pretty clear. Lawyer says it's better if he doesn't interfere. They've waited for that letter through a slowly passing year. Just another small delay. Just another small delay. This is where the guitar solo would go on the record. Last verse popped right out of my head. I'm sorry. Got through most of it. All right. Let's see. All right. Oh, El Nino. Brian. Let's see. I had a couple of other ones that I was trying to get back to that... Oh, I know. This is a one that's never been recorded, but I played it on one of these before, and Ben Johnston liked it, and so I thought, well, maybe it's worth revisiting. It's called Another Cold Winter, kind of a seasonal one with winter coming in here. And yeah, it was written a long time ago. I'm trying to remember what key I do it in. Looks like another... Yeah, all right. Faces are laughing down here in the bar. I'm looking through eyes that can't be my own. And sometimes I wonder how I've come so far. There's no turning back. There's nowhere that's home. Is there a warm heart in this cold town? Those foggy gray mornings are bringing me down. In the rain of November, find me one stroke of tenderness. Someone stand between me and my loneliness, searching the bottom of glass after glass, and it looks like another cold winter. Well, if I keep running and never turn round, or stop to consider this road that I'm on, maybe my footsteps could drown out the sound of the voice that keeps asking me where I've gone wrong. Is there a warm heart in this cold town? These foggy gray mornings, they're bringing me down. In the rain of November, find me one stroke of tenderness. Someone to stand between me and my loneliness, searching the bottom of glass after glass, and it looks like another cold winter. If it could only be spring all year long, I'd lie in the grass and look up at the sky, and all of the dreams that had ever gone wrong would just drift away like those clouds floating by. Is there a warm heart in this cold town? Those foggy gray mornings, they're bringing me down. In the rain of November, find me one stroke of tenderness. Someone to stand between me and my loneliness, searching the bottom of glass after glass, and it looks like another cold winter. Yes, it looks like another cold winter. All right, that's especially for my friend Ben Johnston, who's helping us out today and has done some great videos lately. Thank you, Ben. And also for Jen, who requested it as well. This one I got to do for Jen, though. I just realized that Jen's birthday's coming up. It's on Thanksgiving this year, so this was written for her birthday a couple of years back, and although it was one that was requested on an earlier request show, so it technically shouldn't really be included, but given that her birthday's coming up, it seems like I have to do it. That one was all about winter. This one's called Autumn. Am I coming back to Hughes Room? I would love to come back to Hughes Room, Lou, but I don't even know if they're still going. And at the moment, I don't really have any travel plans. I would love to get back up to Canada, hopefully sometime next year. I'd love to go anywhere next year. Hopefully things will be better in terms of COVID and all that. I think we're heading into another surge at the moment, so I'm kind of laying low. But my gosh, I'd love to see all of you guys in real life. So please do reach out to me if you have any ideas for concerts, particularly fundraising concerts for a good cause. That's mostly what I would really like to be doing when I get back to touring again. So, a song for my wife. This one's for you, Jen. Autumn. The leaves are turning from green to brown. When the wind picks up, they'll come tumbling down. Put the quilts upon the bed as the winter's drawing near, and we turn into the autumn of the year. The kids are growing, and it won't be too long as the birds will leave the nest. They may soon be gone, but I'll put my arms around you, and you know you needn't fear as we move into the autumn of the year. When we met, you were apple-cheeked, and I was oh so green. Now we've shared half a lifetime, the good times and the lean. Like a fruit that's gently ripened, you're the one I hold so dear, as we turn into the autumn of our years. As we turn into the autumn of our years. Time's traces on your face, now my beard has gone to gray. Memories together, no one can take away. Like the young girl that I married, your eyes still shine so clear as we turn into the autumn of our years. When we met, you were apple-cheeked, and I was oh so green. Now we shared half a lifetime, the good times and the lean. Like a fruit that's gently ripened, you're the one I hold so dear, as we turn into the autumn of our years. Not the winter, just the autumn of our years. As we turn into the autumn of our years. Thanks. All right. Well, I think I'm going to wrap it up. Didn't really expect to go quite this long, but I had so many lovely requests. I hope I got all the requests in that everybody wanted, or at least most of them. You know, it would be a totally insane thing to do, but maybe I'll do a fourth one at some point and see if we can avoid any of the requests from the first three and still get some songs that people like. I promise I'll work on Bruise on My Soul and learn that. Got in real late last night, so I'm a little sleepy, which is probably why I'm missing a few lines here and there. Everybody who celebrates, have a great Thanksgiving. For those of you that don't, have a great Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Christmas, New Year's, all the stuff that's coming up. Maybe we can do a Zoom concert in December. Haven't quite figured that one out yet, but yeah, as Jared says, at least in 2002, maybe we can get that going, and then I can see your faces, which would be really nice. A huge thank you to Jared Ingersoll, Ben Johnston, and Bruce Coulter for helping me out with the chat and the text requests and all that. Yeah, very sorry to anybody whose song requests I missed. Wasn't that I didn't want to do them. I'm honored by all of the requests. But I didn't want this thing to go for 3 hours, so. 4 songs on your list? Okay, wow. So this is one that I did at the first request show, maybe the second as well. with Thanksgiving coming up, I can't not do this song. I'm incredibly grateful to all of you for being here, and not just today, but many times in most cases. If you're here for the first time, thank you for coming, and please come back sometime. And thanks to the YOLO Food Bank for the great work they do, and I'm so happy that we're going to be able to hopefully support the work they do a little bit, and hopefully give some people a better Thanksgiving than they might have had otherwise. So stay safe, stay well, and I'll try and set up something for December, and I'll see you then. Here's Grateful. Sun that warms this valley, for the flowing of the water and the wind. I'm grateful for the cool of summer evenings, and every time the morning comes again. But sometimes I forget. So for now I'd like to say I'm grateful for this day. I'm grateful for this day. I'm grateful for my family that surrounds me, for the joy of all the time we have to spend. Grateful for my teachers and their wisdom, and my ever-growing company of friends. But sometimes I forget, so for now I'd like to say I'm grateful for this day. I'm grateful for this day. And I know there will be struggles yet to come, but still I have to smile. And I know our time is short, but I'm glad to be part of the dance. Sharing music, for the fragrance and the sweetness of the wine. I'm grateful for the bounty at our table, and the sparkle of my lover's eyes that shine. But sometimes I forget, so for now I'd like to say I'm grateful for this day. Sing it with me. I'm grateful for this day. I'm grateful for this day. Gratefully yours. Thanks, Dave. All right. Appreciate it, guys. This has been live from NachVille, special Thanksgiving edition, and I hope to see you all again soon. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.